Hello everybody! And, well that's different. And welcome to my first bulk recorded series. This is a game that I am quite familiar with. It's Kirby's Return to Dreamland. Now, you might be thinking, well, Steven, how familiar are you with this game? It's safe to say very, very familiar with this game. I'll be playing through completely from the start, you guys. I will be attempting to do a 100% run. That includes getting the highest rank and all the ability challenges, all that. Now, the thing I will preemptively point out about this is that I am probably going to leave those for bonus episodes. I'm not that confident that I can do them while I'm playing through, plus it would break up the pace to stop and go and do the ability challenges. But enough explaining, let's just get into this. I love the music in this game. I love most Kirby music for that matter. It's just so happy and I just love it. Pretty standard Kirby. Well, Kirby story so far here. Kirby has some cake. Dee wants the cake. They ruin the cake. Kirby is sad. And this boat comes through and starts exploding all over the place. Come on, man. That's just not cool. You gotta contain that. It crashes into our mountains. Ah. Who's that? Looks like a blue jelly bean with ears. Kirby, being a nice guy, agrees to help him. And the other three help Meta Knight, probably begrudgingly. Well, now that's just convenient that one piece fell on every corner of Popstar. Very, very convenient, that. Well, I'd say it's about time that we got this started. With Cookie Country. This game has worlds and stages within those worlds, which I actually quite like for Kirby games. As much as I've played a lot of Kirby Superstar, yeah, quick turn system, but I've played a lot of Kirby Superstar. Here's just explain the controls. Press 1, we can suck things up. Shoots little stars out. If we press and hold, press down, we will absorb the power. Which then gives us a bunch of things we can do. This is Sword Kirby. Or basically Link Kirby. As you've seen, you double tap, you dash. Lets you jump further than if you were to just jump from walking speed. If we press 2, we can fly. Continue pressing 2. Here's the jump button. Here, there's a little star. These little stars are basically... They're basically your coins. They're what you build up to get an extra life. Now, I'll be trying to swap through powers as we go along. And generally, if the game is going to gift a power, which is what I call like the fire guy sitting there. No, I don't know the enemy names that well. I'm sorry on that. It's just the fire guy. There's many fire guys, I suppose, but I probably should have learned the names of these enemies. I've never been one to really learn like a bestiary kind of thing. I've been more of just play a game. We shake the Wiimote to the more powerful section. But yeah, back to gifting powers. If a Kirby game is going to gift you a power, you probably need it. So it's a good habit to just kind of get into taking the powers they give you. You can swallow all that. You don't have to spit it out. And if you sucked up a power, an enemy that gives you a power, and once you sucked up, you'll gain that power. I suppose I should also rephrase my wording of need a power. The only ones you even semi-need are these, which are mega powers or ultra powers. Effectively, these are just, well, devastating. I really like the introduction to these powers into Kirby. It's kind of changes it up a little bit. There are some spots in the game, and I'll be pointing them out, where I think they could have done the implementation of this a little better. But here is what this power lets us access. You know, if I were to continue going, it's the end of the stage. We still need to, those gears. Well, that's what this is for. It's a small skill challenge where you are not given a power and must basically beat that purple berry to the end. These early ones are kind of forgiving. There are some later ones that I might have to do a few takes on. So if you ever, in these, or even with this first one, if you lose it, don't feel bad. These aren't exactly the easiest challenges. And so they're meant to be skill challenges. When you get to the end, they give you a choice of powers. You then pick your preferred power. They generally always have food. I prefer sword over fire. And then you fight the first mini-boss, the Spear Doomer. Now, I am not going to pretend to be an expert on this game in any way. So, I'm probably going to mess up these fights at some points. And you will always get 2 spheres for completing that, and a Mega. So I might mess things up eventually, you know, every now and again. And I'm probably going to mess quite a few things up once we get later in the game. Hopefully I'll have basically relearned everything. And that's just a little timing game. I'm actually usually not that good. I'm I'm not believing the Let's Play curse is a thing. Normally I would have got like the 4th or 5th slot on that. And completing that stage opens up stage 2, and we can continue on. 1, 2. Still this really awesome music. I think there's a power that comes from those, but I don't... If there is, it's one I don't care for, because I don't remember. That's how I can base what things have powers. It's generally, if I think it contains a power, it's probably one I like. So check. Ah, yes, this does. Leaf. I'm not a big fan of Leaf. But I did say I'd be trying to use new powers, and that is, in a way, gifting. I don't think Leaf is necessary for anything. Little moments like this are just staples of Kirby games. You're just flying through a set piece that developers set up. Normally, Kirby would be murdering all of those poor creatures as he went, because he's just a terrible driver, I guess. Here's our introduction to Cutter, as much as we could have gotten it earlier. Cutter can, well, cut strands and stuff. Strands, ropes, that kind of thing. It also, as you might notice from it passing back by me, has a limited range in front of you, but it'll fly indefinitely backwards. So often I tend to use Cutter backwards. Here's another example of something that Cutter can cut. Ropes. There will be some moments where cutting a rope is helpful to you, like here. There will be some other moments where cutting a rope is detrimental to you and will stop you from getting into something. I believe there might be an example of that in this stage, but we'll definitely see one as the game goes on if there isn't. This is the introduction of a cannon. I don't know its official name. I apologize. It's just the cannon to me. It basically just wrecks everything. It can be used to break these metal blocks, which you can't normally break otherwise. You can still sprint with it. And it's how you get your first sphere. And you can take these items with you through doors. You can get Needle, which is an interesting power. It's our introduction to what I'd consider more of a defensive power than an offensive power. What I mean by that is it's very much a stationary power. When you activate it, you're basically at a standstill unless you're dashing. So it's kind of like fire, only a little different. Here's the secret. It's the magic candy stuff that makes Kirby go really high. You are completely invincible while you're like this. You're stuck to the wall. This does that. Hidden over here is another sphere. That's actually one of the first spheres I routinely miss in just casual playthroughs of the game. And here, because it's available, I should take this power. Beam. Beam plays a lot like it does in Superstar, or Superstar Ultimate. Charge it up. Ow. Little whip beam. Sprinting, you can do that. I don't know what to call that, because it's just raining little magic balls down on things. Here, the game is giving us a sword, so we should take it. And here is why. Without sword, we couldn't get this sphere. So basically, if you don't care about completion, then just use whatever powers you want. If you care about completion, take the powers the game gives you, no matter how painful they might be to take. I know I say painful. There are a few powers in this game that I just cannot use to save my life. And I believe we'll be getting into some of them in Stage 3 here. I'll be doing one more stage and then ending off this first episode, because that should was about 20 minutes. I know I probably shouldn't say the time. Whoops. 1 second. Okay, to get this power, so I can show off probably my favorite power. You might hear a little bit of shaking. This is Plasma, like Spark. You can charge it up by shaking the Wiimote, or just running around a lot. And it effectively creates a projectile shield for you, because these cannons can't hurt me through the spark. Plus, it gives you a nice way to fall. It is something that can be a little tiresome to maintain, so it's a good workout to use. Down here is our first sphere of the level. I'd be real embarrassed if that went to the second slot. I actually couldn't remember which one it was. But I will take sword, because I tend to overly rely on Spark, and I want to try some stuff a little different for myself, make this a little more challenging. Spark is just really powerful. There are also a few moves to it I didn't show off, but they aren't relevant yet, so I'll wait on that. There's a 1-up, a few more little stars. There's food. Let's leave a little star behind. And take the fire. Seeing as we lost our sword power just a little while ago. This is the game giving us beam, I guess, so we should probably take beam. And he would do well. You can only reach some things with beam, where it can pass through blocks. It can also make taking care of cannons kind of easy. Now, I'm sure you saw that little locked gate before. We need this key. Now, Kirby cannot fly while carrying something. So, a little simple puzzle to get you introduced to doing that. Once again, there will be moments later where that will be ramped up to 11, and you just have to deal with it. Oh yeah, I forgot that beam can do that too. It's like a little tickle beam. I know I just took damage there to grab that food and a couple little stars I didn't need, but oh well. Sorry, I was just a little quiet there to enjoy the music for a second or two. Now, here is another thing. This is a key race. We've got to beat this little guy to the end, or he will run down a pit, or put the key into a wrong door, or generally do something we don't want him to do. Because we need this key to get this final sphere. And right there is the end of the stage. Yeah, let's see if I can get another 1 or 2. 2. Well, I tried. Go. We have completed 3 stages. We're now on stage 4. We have all the spheres from the first 3 stages. So with that, I'm going to be ending this episode off here. Thank you all very much for watching, and let's... I still really don't know how to end a video. Let's meet again next time for more Kirby's Return to Dreamland.